The first program that every programming language, the minute you enter into any programming language, the first program that you always do is a hello world program, where you need to write a program which prints hello world to the whole world, right? In Python, you can, if you're in the shell, you can do it like this, by just typing hello world and saying enter. But not so when you're writing a particular file. When you're writing a file, you need to use a built-in function called as, a built-in function called as print. When you click on print, you can put in a particular object and print it up. So I can say over here, print what? Print hello world. There. I have my hello world printed onto my screen. It's as simple as this, using a particular built-in function, without using any headers, without using anything. And so finally we have our simple hello world program written. Now comes question, do I always have to do this? Do I always have to keep running line by line? No. Python does it line by line. By the way, Python is an interpreted language, which means it will compile and run line by line. It does not compile the whole file and then runs it one after the other. No. It compiles each line and then runs that line and then goes ahead. That's how Python does. But it does not mean that you need to give the commands line by line. You can write them together in a particular file itself, just like how we do in other programming languages. For that, you need to go to File. You need to open a new file. When you open a new file, no longer are you in the shell. You can write a particular program. Let's say print. This is my first file. Print will always take, you can take a string out there, and then you can say print hello world. Okay, save. You can discard it as in your particular Raspberry Pi. I'm going to create a particular folder so we can have all our these things on our folder. So I'm going to create that folder out here. You can create it. So I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to say Python basics. Okay, or we can just go with, IoT basics, and then you can go on. Alright. So you can have you have a folder out here, IoT _basics. Now let me see if that folder has come here. No, it's not come. So I need to cancel it, and once again I'll save that. Okay, save it. So now I should get IoT basics. In that I'm gonna put a full file name saying, right? Let's say first .py. Now .py is already appended by this particular application, so you don't need to do that. If you do it in the command line, you need to do it. Okay, so you're going to save it, alright, and you need to run it. So run one module, so you can run it out. This is my first file, hello world. Okay, so you can do the same thing. You can run this particular same file. You can create a particular file even if you are not logged in onto your Raspberry Pi, even by using PuTTY. So now this is my Windows. In Windows, this is my PuTTY. So if I see where am I? LS. In LS, I'm in a folder called as IoT. There's a folder called as IoT Basics. In IoT Basics, I need to change directory. I need to go into IoT Basics, enter LS. I have a first.py. And when I have a first.py, I just need to run it with Python 3, remember. If you write Python, it will be run with Python 2. First.py. Enter. So this is my first file, hello world. So you can run it from anywhere, even outside the system. Even though the file first.py exists on the Raspberry Pi, it does not exist on the computer. Remember, it is existing on the Raspberry Pi, yet I am running the file, or I'm running this particular application SSH on my Windows. Okay, so Python 3. So now I can even create a file on my Raspberry Pi. So if I say nano, I say, I'll just say first underscore ssh dot by underscore given s underscore whenever. So I'm creating a particular file and I'm going to say print. What? Printing from the command line interface using PuTTY. Okay? You can just write there SSH secure shell. Right? Whoops. Yeah, you can just say secure shell. That's it. Close the string. Close the print. There we have print. New to save it, C Control O, first underscore sh dot by, and then exit out of it. So if I now do an ls, you have two files, first underscore sh dot by to exist. Python 3, spark, first underscore tab enter. Printing from the command line interface using PuTTY, SSH, secure shell. Alright, now comes a question. Alright, is this file there on the Raspberry Pi or on the computer? This file is there, created on the Raspberry Pi. Can you see it on the Raspberry Pi? Yes. If I go to the Raspberry Pi and if I go to my Pi folder in Pi, if I go to IoT Basics, you will see a first underscore sh.py created there. And you created that not from the, not, by opening or locking, booting into Raspberry, but you can do it from outside using a terminal interface or by using an SSH. Hope that is very clear to you. And once this is done, you'll be able to write a lot of programs and get things done. But this is the basic Python construct, and this is the basic Python file.